Marvel Rivals is the latest Overwatch clone to hit the market, and it's surprisingly good. It really makes you feel like a Marvel rival, but there are a lot of things I feel need to be changed, so let me give a rundown. First, let's start with what the game does good. The game is free to play. I mean, you really have no excuse not to try out this game. If you like Marvel, I suggest you try it out. If you like Overwatch, I suggest you try it out. If you like Marvel and Overwatch, how come you don't have this installed yet? Like literally, what are you doing? But this isn't too surprising that it's free to play, considering most multiplayer competitive games nowadays are free to play. But what separates this from its competitors is that every single hero is available to play for free. You don't have to unlock them, which is amazing in my opinion, because every single other game similar to this, you have to buy the character, or you have to grind for 500 million years just to unlock them, which is so refreshing. It reminds me of the old days of Overwatch 1.
They're just hating on each other.
Your DPS still sucks, homeboy. I just don't have ult to count, sorry. I don't feel the need
the reason why you won last game, douchebag. How much... Are you a neat? How much you play this game? Look at that border, dude. Look at that border. How much you play this game, dude? Idiot. How much you play this game, you fucking loser?
Started pushing the fucking payload.
Look at your border, you fucking loser.
And I know Overwatch 1 wasn't free, but it was only $40, and after you bought it, every single new character would be free and unlocked. And I know Overwatch 2 has recently reversed their model of locking characters behind a battle pass, but honestly, the taste of them dragging their nuts around my mouth is never gonna go away. They massacred my poor boy. And speaking of Battle Pass, this game is only $5 for their Battle Pass, which is insanely cheap by today's standards, and it doesn't expire, which means once the season ends, you can still unlock rewards for that Battle Pass. This kind of implementation is so welcoming. I am so glad that this game has this, because the major problem I have with Battle Passes are the FOMO mechanics of not being able to finish it. But with this game, I can actually have a life and not have to grind 24/7, fearing that I'm not going to finish the Battle Pass in time. And something that this game does differently than Overwatch 2, which could be seen as a con for some people, is the fact that there's no role queue. Now, role queue sounds like a good idea on paper, but in practice, I feel like it doesn't do what it's intended to do very well. If someone in a certain role is lacking, there's no way to get them out of that role. You're stuck with that shitter on your team for the rest of the game, which is made even more apparent now that Overwatch 2 is 5v5, so you only have one tank. So with Marvel Rivals having 6v6 and no role queue, it allows for more flexibility and creativity in your team comps. I've won games with a 1-3-2 comp, a 3-1-2 comp, and a 0-4-2 comp. So really, I don't think 2-2-2 is that necessary. And speaking of creativity, I think the devs were definitely cooking with their character selection choices. This is by far one of the most diverse Marvel rosters I've ever seen in any video game. I think Penny Parker is supposed to be Japanese. And Psylocke is Japanese.
Are there any Filipino heroes?
Manny Pacquiao.
Thank God Marvel made him.
Yeah, the Manny Pacquiao skin for Iron Fist. Yo, I'm killing the Hulk, bro. I love that they picked more obscure characters to bring into the limelight, like Jeff the Shark, Iron Fist, Magic, Psylocke, Cloak and Dagger. These are all relatively unknown characters to the general public, and I'm glad they went with them. And if I'm being honest, the skins in the Battle Pass are not very good, but it's not expensive, and it gives you premium currency and stuff, so can't really complain too hard. This game is third person, so you can actually see the skins that you have, which is a positive, but I feel like they only made it third person just so they could have Gooner bait. I don't understand why the entire internet is going crazy over Squirrel Girl of all people. And speaking of Gooner bait, why is almost every single character in this game caked up to the max? The Rule 34 artists already got their hands on the 3D models in this game. It's actually cooked for Overwatch. That was the one thing that Overwatch had going for it still. But speaking of the characters, some of the designs are pretty good, and some of them are very... This Captain America design is probably one of the worst designs I have ever seen. I just don't like how high-tech his suit looks. Captain America's general design isn't even that complicated. They could have easily done a more classic look, such as Winter Soldier. He looks pretty contemporary, but no. I guess they're saving that for a paid skin. I also think Wolverine's design is pretty bad in this game. I mean, it looks like he's a teenager going to high school. There is this mobile game called Avengers Academy, and it was just an idle building game where you would build a campus for Avengers characters, and they were all designed to look like high schoolers. And if we put the Marvel Rivals Wolverine design next to these Avengers Academy designs, he literally looks like he was ripped straight out of that game. Bro is wearing designer white boots, like there is no way Wolverine would ever wear this. And when Wolverine charges up his rage, he gets spiky hair, like bro thinks he's Goku or something. But enough about the bad character designs. Let's talk about what's done bad gameplay wise. It feels like this game has a lot of balancing issues that need to be worked out. Penny Parker is actually one of the most annoying characters to have to face. She can place mines and put down a spider nest that shoots more mines out on the webbing, and the webbing gives her an additional 150 health when she's on it. So in order to beat her, you need to destroy her spider nest, but she's just gonna put it behind a wall or something.
Are you serious right now, bro?
Yeah, I think this is pretty fair. I think you should be able to get your health bar deleted by things you can't see or destroy. Notice how her entire team is on the fucking spider web nest, so you can't even do anything. If only we had a competent DPS to destroy the spider nest. Unfortunately, we were stuck with this mentally deficient Punisher who's somehow missing every single fucking bullet on a turret. I don't even know how that's possible, man. Are you playing on a USB steering wheel? All the flying characters are abysmally trash in this game. If you can aim even just a little bit, you're gonna kill the fucking flying character before they can even do anything. And even if you can't aim, you can just jump in the air with Iron Fist and beat the shit out of them. Hey, I'm coming for you, bitch. Come here. Bro. Yo. Like, I genuinely don't know why Iron Fist can float in the air like a Looney Tunes character. It's just ridiculous. Look how much I can fly with Iron Fist.
That's fucking stupid.
Wait, no, just watch. It keeps going.
Oh my god.
You're just infinite flying.
I know. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I think you got stunned by her.
I didn't even know she could do that. I also don't know what her moves are.
Shark behind. And he won. Not one shot, but he killed.
I'm doing good, guys.
Nice.
Fuck you, Iron Fist stiff. And if you thought that was bad, look how easily Spider-Man can kill someone from the air. At this point, I think they should just delete Iron Man.
Maximum pulse!
I think the only time you'd be safe to play a flying character is if this Punisher is on the other team. Holy shit, man. How are you missing these shots, bro? And it doesn't help that the movement in this game is jank, so when you're trying to shoot a Spider-Man who's web swinging away, it looks like he's rubber banding. Trying to shoot him is like having an epileptic attack.
Can you not hit him during that?
No, you can't. He's just getting healed.
Oh, I got stunned. And I'm dead.
Good.
Ah, fuck you, Spider-Man. Hulk is not a very good tank. He's pretty easy to kill, which is ironic considering he's the Hulk. You would think he would be one of the strongest characters in the game, but he's not.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Sometimes I wish I could go back into the deep freeze for a few more decades.
We're done here! And wash our foes away! Here they are, the fools.
There will always be Avengers. The ones from my world, well...
I think I was chosen to do some good in the world.
Believe me when I tell you, Hulk is utter butt cheeks when it comes to doing damage as well. It's like the Hulk in this game is an imposter and he's just wearing these green foam fists.
Are you ready? It's butt kicking time.
He has an ultimate ability where he grabs someone and smashes them in the ground repeatedly. Damn, oh my, damn, Hulk, shit, oh my god, curb stomping. Yo, she's fucking dead, man. There's no way she survived.
I'm stuck.
Alright, one melee should kill. And she's still alive, okay. But yet, Scarlet Witch gets an insta-kill explosion ult. Why is the Hulk so weak? He sort of works like Diva, where if you kill him in his Hulk form, he turns into Bruce Banner. Except Bruce Banner is actually so fucking terrible. It's next to impossible to get a kill with Bruce Banner, unlike Baby Diva in Overwatch. Baby Diva can actually do some good damage, but Bruce Banner, he just fucking tickles his opponents. Like, he literally does no damage. There's also way too many DPS characters in this roster. This creates a lot of wannabe damage players that suck ass. That is the downside with not having any specific roles that people have to play constantly. And speaking of these roles, I feel like tank is very lackluster compared to the other two. It's not very fun to play as the tank because it doesn't feel like you can really be a big playmaker when compared to games like Overwatch. In Overwatch, it's a lot easier to create space and make big plays to set up your team as a tank. But in Marvel Rivals, it just feels like you're playing a dude with a lot of health that is slow, that doesn't do a lot of damage, and has a shield. I mean, that basically sums up every single tank in this game. In Overwatch, you can actually feel the tank's presence. Like, playing against a good tank sends fear down your spine. But in this game, you can just beat the shit out of them as any fucking duelist in the game. Like, any duelist can easily single-handedly kill a tank, which should not be a thing. I feel like a tank should easily be able to 1v1 against most duelists that are caught out of position. But also, regarding the battle pass, the progress is tied to missions, so you don't get battle pass progress by just playing the game. You have to like finish missions, which is kind of dumb. But considering the pass doesn't expire, I won't complain too much, but I just figured I'd point it out. But with all that being said, I do enjoy this game a lot. It's got a lot of potential. Coming from someone who's played a lot of Overwatch, it's definitely a breath of fresh air, and I highly recommend you check it out if this game sounds interesting to you.